The book Why Now is the Time to Crush It by Gary Vaynerchuk is the book for upcoming or, soon to be coming entrepreneurs. What I like about this book so much is the fact that, between all the entrepreneurial and motivational books that are out there, Gary seems to be one of the more well-known entrepreneurs that you normally find on any kind of social media, whether it be, TikTok or YouTube or Twitter or just all that stuff. Like, he has his own VidCon, for example. It's like not many people can actually say that they've got to the level that Gary has come from, and it's not even the fact that Gary just became a good entrepreneur. He became a well-deserved entrepreneur, and that was because he was working for his dad at a liquor shop until he was in his late 20s. And next thing you know, I don't know exactly how old he is. I'm going to take a guess. Let's say he's like mid 30s or late 30s. He has built so much in that, 10-year gap or more. And just to be able to say that he's been able to be at, not rock bottom, but like definitely pretty low status to the one of the highest entrepreneurial status that he can get to, that's where you can really get credibility from his work and what he teaches in this book. So in the book, Gary talks about the fact that basically nowadays there are so many more opportunities than there was even just 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago. So it's basically saying the longer you wait, then like you have so many opportunities, why not capitalize on them now? That's one of his first points. The second point is that he stresses the importance of building yourself as a personal brand. So basically, you see this book and you don't get it. Let's say, for example, you see this book, you don't get it because of the title. You get it because, you notice it's a Gary Vaynerchuk book. So let's say, for example, if you're going, let's say you're at a bookstore or you're on Amazon and you see this title, okay, yeah, motivational entrepreneurial book, but then you see who it's from and it's Gary Vaynerchuk, then you can feel the credibility wash over you and you're like, wow, Gary V is really like, he knows his stuff. Let me see what he has to say in his book. So that type of personal branding where you can get something based off the person itself, that's the point that he is trying to exclaim how important it is to build yourself as a personal brand. He recommends no matter what field you're in is to build yourself as a personal brand through content creation or influencing or just some type of content where you are pushing out to other and random people that exclaims who you are, what you do, and what your goal is in life. And that type of personal brand, everyone's always going to be consuming content. So if you get on that now, then might as well take advantage of your niche or just get out now instead of wait until the last minute. Gary talks about just overall hard work and how important it is to make sure that you get on it and you don't make excuses. You don't make he says just to stop making excuses and to get on it. The best time to do it was yesterday. That's one of the best sayings that not only he but almost every motivational person out there says. So if you are waiting and continuously waiting to start your personal goals, then you're never going to get it because you're going to just keep on procrastinating and prolonging that status or that goal of yours. Gary also talks about, towards the later end of his book, different types of social medias that he recommends. And that's like YouTube, that's Twitter, that's all your newer social medias. But he also does recommend different, lesser known social medias because while it may not be, let's say, for example, there's YouTube and there's a YouTube alternative. YouTube, it's going to be a lot better to, be well known on, but it's going to be a lot harder to get initially known on that. It's going to be harder to get seen. Whereas the other YouTube alternative, yeah, there's less people there, but you can also be able to captivate an audience a bit easier because there's less people on there, So you got to kind of figure out what the balance is of best, get the best of both worlds. He also mentioned that authenticity is one of the biggest resources that you can use and leverage. And if people can trust you and what you say, then it'll be a lot easier not only to spit out better and more engaging content that works better for you and your audience, but it also works better for growing your own personal brand and getting monetized and making a career out of becoming your personal brand. And Gary is a huge critic when it comes to doing what you are passionate about. If you are not passionate about something, he is very adamant, and as well as many others in this world, that you will not live a happy life. If you have to go to work and feel like it is work, if you have to dread going to work, then it is not what you should be doing. He stresses that if you follow your passion, there is ways, no matter what passion it is, there are ways to monetize yourself and grow a personal brand out of the work and passions that interest you the most.